Hey guys, how are you? So I watched this segment of Kimberly Klacik on The View last week, and I originally wasn't going to talk about it, but I watched it again last night, and there were two really interesting things that I want to point out. And I get asked sometimes because I live in Los Angeles and because I'm outspoken about my conservative beliefs, do I get a lot of crap for it? And short answer, yeah, sometimes I do. I've been called names, pretty awful names. I have friends that don't talk to me, but over the past few months, I've really realized, especially being a fan of Kimberly Klacik, being a fan of Candace Owens and a few other individuals, the people that get it the absolute most are Black conservatives, hands down. And let me know if you agree or disagree. But the names that I see that get directed towards them, the names that they get called, the things that people say, the threats that they get, and I've heard this saying before, this isn't coming from me, this is coming from someone else. If you actually want to see real in your face blatant racism, ask a Black conservative what they get called on a daily basis. They get called things that will never ever come out of my mouth, just atrocious names. And here you have Kimberly Klacik on The View. Kimberly Klacik is, whether you agree with her or not, and I don't even know how you can't agree with her, because all she wants to do is help a city that desperately needs help and help these areas that desperately needs help. I don't know how you can disagree with her. You can disagree with the fact that she supports the president, but to try to shut down her being on your show and talking was just, I was very embarrassed by the two ladies in The View that we're going to point out later. Very embarrassed for them. They humiliated themselves, in my opinion. So Kimberly Klacik comes on The View, and I believe it was Meghan McCain who wanted her to come on The View. So she comes on The View. Kimberly Klacik is a Republican running for Congress in Baltimore City. That's her district that she's running for. And she had a political ad that went viral, and a lot of her messaging is bringing jobs to the Baltimore area. She says there's 17,000 homes that are vacant. She wants to basically bring up the neighborhood, bring businesses back, redo the homes, bring industry back to Baltimore City. And she has all of these wonderful plans to help build this city back up, this area of the city that's been forgotten. So again, you can Democrat, Republican, but you can't deny the fact that she wants to do good things. So she comes on The View. They're giving her an opportunity to talk. The first two ladies gave her great questions. I think it was Megan, and I think the other girl's name was Sarah. They gave her great questions, allowed her to pitch, allowed her to talk about what she wants to do. And then it comes to the other two that I'm going to point out, and their questions were very pointed. They were giving insults before they would even go to ask the question, and eventually it erupted into this. So I'm going to show you what happened.
It's terrible. And then he went out and told the American people, don't wear masks, it's all going to go away. You have to put some blame on your president. I'm sorry. You're putting it on something extraneous here. Talk to the point, please.
Is this Joy speaking?
The guy lied.
Same Joy? The same
Yes.
Joy that
Yes.
paraded around in blackface not too long ago? Come on, Joy. I don't think you should be
That's
asking
not
these
true.
questions. I am an African American.
Excuse me. The Black community had my back. They know that
The Black
was not
community has my
blackface. That
back.
was an homage. Oh,
The
please,
Black
just
community
answer the
has my
question.
back.
Black
as well.
community has your back? The Black
Yes.
community has
Yes,
your back?
they do. Sonny,
The
Yes.
Black community did
Sonny,
not
tell
vote
them.
for you.
Well,
the Black
you know what?
community did not vote for you. What
It was
planet
during
are
a
you
special
living
election.
on?
Sonny, can I speak?
What
It was
planet
during-
are you living on?
It was during a special election while we were still under lockdown, and I could not talk to people. Can I speak, or are you just going to scream
before
over
this
me?
becomes a big... Listen,
respectful
Kim,
to
good
Joy.
luck to you. Thanks to Kim Klacik.
That was very
we'll be right
immature,
back.
but
Bye.
thank you for having me.
Okay, that was a lot. So before we go any further, most people agree. If you look, this is the clip from YouTube, from The View themselves. So you can see the like to dislike ratio, 3.2K likes, 4.9K dislikes. So most people agree this was pretty shameful on behalf of the ladies of The View. I can't even call these two individuals ladies. That's not how a lady behaves. But you can see Kim is completely poised. Yes, she clapped back at Joy a little bit, but this was after they were giving her some very disrespectful intros into the questions. It was pretty bad. And I encourage you, if you haven't seen the full segment, go on The View and watch the segment. So it's just really interesting to me because you're seeing this woman. She's a black woman, and I hate to even point that out, but that's what this was about. But you see this young woman who's very smart, very poised, is doing good things, and then Joy just cuts her off. And Joy has the nerve. Here you have a white woman talking to a black woman, and the white woman trying to shut down the black woman, and the white woman is saying that she has the support of the black community, as if the black community is just one monolithic mind, and as if Kimberly Klacik isn't black. Like, what? Is this the insanity that we are living in? Is that racism? Like, is that racism right there? What do you guys think about that? And then I want to go to, I don't know this woman's name. I don't watch The View a lot. And then you have the woman at the end, which is sort of a common tactic with toddlers or individuals that really have no argument. They just start saying a lot of things really loudly that don't really make any sense. They're basically just trying to shut her down. Instead of doing their job, instead of just asking her questions, like that's what they're supposed to do, they just try to shut her down and ultimately embarrass themselves. And it's crazy. I see the same thing with Candace Owens sometimes. It's like they see this young black woman who is well dressed, well educated. She makes sense. She's smart, and she doesn't agree with them. And their heads explode. They don't know what to do with that. No, that's not the box you're supposed to be in. You're supposed to be in this box. And I say that because sometimes people have that reaction to me. In no way is it as bad as these conservatives get, but I get it to an extent. People look at me, they see what I look like, they hear my voice. I'm an actress, I live in LA. I'm supposed to be a liberal, and when I start talking and when I don't agree with them and I actually kind of make sense and I know what I'm talking about and I can pull up numbers and statistics and I have facts to back up what I'm talking about, their heads explode. They don't know what to do with it. I'm not supposed to exist. And this is what happened on The View. Let me know your thoughts about that. Thank you very much, you guys. Bye.